Good afternoon, everyone. I'm gonna give it just a moment for somebody to show up, or people to hop in. North Star did say you wanted to join us, but I'm gonna give us just a moment because I'm just getting the stream thrown up. Let's give everybody a moment to hop in and join us. Also need to drink some of this hot cocoa. It is cold and snowing today. It's a good day to be indoors with hot cocoa. Got the driveway and sidewalk shoveled earlier today, but of course it's snowing more, so I'll get to go do that again later. All right, let's see. Cool. Things are working. Always nice when they work. All right. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sergeant Sea-Dog. I will be streaming some more Battlestar Galactica Deadlock today. I stream Battlestar Galactica Deadlock pretty regularly. If you would like to see me stream something else, drop something in the suggestion box. If you would like to see me stream more Battlestar Galactica Deadlock, you should throw me a follow, if you haven't already. North Star said he wanted a match, so we're gonna hop straight into there. And we're gonna probably be mean to him. Actually, he said it's random map, but it's 180 seconds. We're just gonna do this because honestly, I can use, more practice with my tournament fleet. Which brings me to the announcements. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. GMT is round 1 of the finals between me and Robot Penguin. Then Wednesday at the same time, 2 p.m. GMT, is round 2 of the finals. And round 3, if we need one, will be an hour earlier at 1 p.m. GMT. And all of those matches you can catch me streaming on Slytherin Group's Twitch channel. So twitch.tv/Slytherin Group. If you guys have any audio issues, I went playing around with lots of settings in OBS today. So if you have any issues, let me know in chat. I will get those looked at. Oh, I just realized you guys can't hear anything. Discord says I don't think. No, you should be able to hear stuff. I don't know. Nobody said anything. You guys should be able to hear everything, but we'll see. He has 4 ships. So obviously these could be, 2 Jupiters and 2 Minervas. Unlikely that it's that though. Could be something like 4 Minervas. I'm really hoping it's like 2 Kratos and 2 something though. Like that's what I want it to be. Anyway.
Yes, sir.
There. This guy throws our wonderful anti-torpedo PCM. Pardon me while I have a little bit of difficulty hitting what I want, but whatever, that's close enough. This is a casual match. So I'm very much looking forward to streaming finals. Let's see, what else? Still have had no one answer the question for the Resurrection DLC key. So if you can answer, what was the fleet that won the very first Battlestar Galactica Deadlock tournament? I have a Resurrection DLC key for you. If you don't know, I suggest asking in general chat. There are still people around who've been around since that first tournament who will know the answer to that, so you should ask. No first round torpedoes. Those actually look like they're moving at a pretty good clip. Alright, well, let's see what he's got. These guys go in our attack group. And, so I'm going to grab this top one so I can get a little more vertical height out of that. And let's see.
Yes, Commander.
So, normally I would start pulling these guys back behind my flak here, but I have a feeling that's not necessarily the right play to do here, so I'm kind of keeping them out in front. Should probably boost them to get some more mobility, but I don't know necessarily that I want to commit to not being behind the flag. There's the torpedoes. Remember, folks, when you've got stacks like this that don't have any flag, you want to leave enough room for the torpedoes to go between your ships. So, like, these torpedoes probably aimed at this berserk. You know, I think I'm gonna be paranoid here and drop a PCM onto this.
Deploying
I'm not gonna bother pushing it real far out. It's gonna, you know, go off immediately. Let's see. So I want to get the adamant to go below these torpedoes, but I don't want to drop so much. You know, I don't normally do this, but we're going to do it. We're going to actually split the stacks, have these two go high, and these two go low. Just separate out around those torpedoes. So all the torpedoes came from down below. I wonder if he's gonna have all of his torpedoes coming from below. It's an interesting thing to wonder. Let's see. Fighters still grouping up, so we will just let them continue doing that. He hasn't launched any fighters yet, so I'm not super inclined to move in closer yet. You know, that looked like those torpedoes just about hit, and I think it's a good thing that I did my split formation there. I'll have to try and remember to... Okay, so we got one down low each of them. I got two up high. I feel like this is probably going to be like 2 Arachnes, 2 Kratos. Already got some heavy guns coming at us. Yeah, I'm thinking this is 2 Arachne, 2 Kratos. 2 Arachne down low, 2 Kratos up high. I'm gonna bring the ARBs. I want to bring them down to here, hoping I can do a strike on these guys here in a bit. On the assumption that that's what that is, these guys need to play for distance. They'll get torn up by those torpedoes if they get too close too fast. These guys are going to get back in formation with each other. And until I know what I'm dealing with, I think I want to keep my distance.
Got it.
So we're gonna just close that formation up a little bit. Bring him a little more in there. There we go. I might actually go in and edit this fleet and increase the vertical spread there. Alright, so what I'm a little worried about is he's going to have his fighters come after these ARPs, or at the very least these two bottom fighters. That would be really painful for those two ARPs. You know what else would be interesting if this was two Phobos down below. Kratos, yep, and two Arachne. Okay, exactly what we were expecting. So here's where we get to splash out the flak. So obviously this is a lot more guns than my lightweight ships can really handle. So we're gonna not handle that.
Salvo launch ready.
I'm gonna try and knock out these Arachnes with my ARPs here. Just because if I can knock those out, I at least won't have anything threatening me from below. And then I'll just have the two Kratos to deal with. Kratos really scary in terms of guns and especially munitions. But as long as if I can keep it so it's just the two Kratos that I have to deal with, I can keep my flak well interposed and should be able to outgun him pretty decently. And of course, as soon as the fighters are done dealing with his raiders, you know, that will be that problem solved. So, with that said, these guys are going to come around. I'm going to keep them close because I'll need all of my guns in one place to be able to overwhelm him. It looks like he did go after my ARPs a little bit there, but he switched to going after my fighters. ARPs did real solid damage, knocked out the fire control on this first Arachne. I'll probably just go ahead and go for getting the kill and then pull them back. We'll see. We're knocking out his squadrons handily. He's, you know, pretty badly, you know, he's knocked out 2 of mine effectively, but he's only got 2, 4, 6 squadrons total. And these are not real strong carriers. So I'm going to win this squadron battle pretty handily, which I should. Like, what I've got is basically a carrier fleet, so if I don't win the squadron battle, it's very sad for me. Okay. ARPs, gonna go ahead and recall them this turn here. You know, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and have them fire their missiles here on this one. If they're sitting right above. Those missiles should handily hit the top armor, knock out its fire control. This one obviously is still around. but I should be able to clean it up with my light stack here. There we go, that looks good. Or even just finish him off with the fighters. He won't be able to get too much damage out. Make sure these guys are recalling. They are. This guy's health definitely going to show just how much damage you can get out of really even a single Arachne there. Oh, jeez. What are... Oh, that was horrendous. I mean, we kind of splashed all the armor some, but... Oh, man. That did not do nearly the damage I would have hoped for. So this is one of the big reasons you want to, as much as possible, kind of have your ARPs going towards the target they're shooting the missiles at. Yeah, that was painful to behold. He's not repairing his fire control. That was a mistake. Oh, you know what? I forgot to climb these guys. We're going to turn off the boost so that we can climb a little more. And then these guys... I think I'm actually going to have them... He will make range this turn. So, let's do that. And I don't think I need the, just because of the flag, I don't think I need a PCM this turn, but probably next turn. Hello again, everyone. My name is Sergeant Z-Dog. I'll do the introduction again real quick, just in case anybody is coming in and missed it. I stream Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. If you want to see me stream something else, let me know. Oh my god, that was so sexy right there. Oh, a flag. Just, oh, that was beautiful on so many levels. Okay. These guys, time to go full guns. Okay, let's see. That's gonna get picked off. We're gonna have these all firing at that.
Got it.
What was I saying? Blanking. Oh, I was saying, if you're having any issues with the audio or anything else, let me know. Hopefully the stream quality is a little bit better for everyone. I lowered the frame rate so that I could lower the bit rate some. Hopefully that helps people with slower connections get a better connection. Seems to be helping with having fewer frames get missed, so based on the stats I get from OBS. So hopefully it's resulting in a better stream quality. Okay. So that knocked out the top armor. These guys will knock out that fire control. Which frees up these guys to start picking on one big scary Kratos. So the thing with Kratos against Jupiters, Jupiters will pretty handily knock out a Kratos, but you do gotta be careful about that is a heck of an angle to elevate my guns to, but the only way the Kratos really wins is if he can get over the top of the flagpole. So this is why I'm trying to climb, get above it, or keep him from being able to get above it too early. Kratos, as fast as it can move, doesn't really advance too quick, so here's hoping I can kill him before he gets close enough. Yeah, just barely. You can see he's even. Oh jeez, he's firing at the Atlas. It looks like. Oh wow, and that killed it. Nice. Well, alrighty then, folks. That's so obviously we took a decent bit of top armor damage there still. I'm not sure what the explosions were of the torpedoes on this side. Some lag maybe? I don't know what's going on there. We got a bunch of hits into the right armor on this Atlas, but obviously didn't punch through. Now, of course, he'll have he'll have more torpedoes coming in this turn, but of course that one's even further back. Now I will have to unfortunately roll ship, which will probably let him get some more hits in. Honestly, it's really kind of okay that he's not going to be able to get enough hits to really do anything. Let's insult to injury here though, at a PCM here, and one over here. That PCM, and let's go a little more here-ish. And then of course, these guys, hopefully they'll keep hitting that bottom armor, knocking out his engineering. Even with the ship roll there, we're still catching like all the, oh my god, that PCM that came in from underneath that just got all of those. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, let's watch that replay.
Action station. Set position 1 throughout the ship.
So he had so many torpedoes here, he could have fired them, and you'll notice he didn't, because, and that can really go either way. It's a really good way to not give off what you have. I don't like that he fires the torpedoes at my light elements there. So it looks like all those were gonna miss. It looked like they were already getting past the adamant, but you know, it's PCMs, you've got 8 of them. Like, you pretty much get more PCMs, you know, you can fire PCMs more times than pretty much anything else. So, yeah. That was such a beautiful arch right? That concentrated swarm of Vipers doing good work. A little jittery on the camera here. This was embarrassing. Oh, so painful to watch. I love how just the leading edge of the flag just catches all of these torpedoes. Like, he probably wasn't going to hit anyway, but it just didn't even give him a chance. You know, this one turn of firing that the Vipers did at the bottom side of that crate really, I think, helped me kill actors quite a bit faster. Though I feel like he probably wasn't powering his engineering. I killed him way faster than I expected to. I mean, obviously, knocking out his bottom armor knocked out his engineering. It feels like it should have taken at least one more turn. Because I deleted a Kratos in a turn. I don't know, obviously. Maybe it was just the fighters doing work. Oh, you know what? I just realized that I never even relaunched my ARPs. Oh well. Those Berserk fighters, man. Viper 2s are scary, guys. The fighters are scary, really. Alright, let me see if I can find another opponent for us. Because that was awesome. And while we're waiting, I think we're gonna do that. So, yeah, I've got. Yeah, our spacing was kind of awkward there. And honestly, I think I want to increase that spacing, really make full use of what we got there. That looks quite a bit better. Obviously, it'll be a little bit harder. Oh hey, we're dropping frames. Uh-oh. What is going on? We're dropping frames due to the network problems. Let's see if we can get that solved, guys. Did it clear up? Okay. Well, I don't know why frames started dropping all of a sudden. Oh, no, they're back to dropping again. Well, phooey. Hey guys, let me. OBS is reporting. Was reporting a bunch of drop frames there, but Twitch did not. I don't know what gives there. Oh, hey, no, it did report some instability. I don't know what was going on there. Huh. Well, that's weird. Alright. Yep. And North Star's got his another matchup. Let's join it. We'll just keep bringing the same thing we made. We made some adjustments. It counts. We can make some. Keep going. If you guys ever want to join me chatting on the stream, you are welcome to do so. Let me go ahead and drop a link for you guys. Invite, copy the link, and there you go. That's the official Battlestar Galactica Deadlock Discord. You can hop on in and join for the glory. Yeah. So my match against Robot Penguin, I'm a little curious to see what he's going to bring. He's brought to his other tournament matches, he's brought Cylons and Colonials both, I think. So I'm curious to see what he'll end up bringing against me. And he's brought, I want to say, different Colonial fleets too. I'm sorry, not different Colonial fleets, different Cylon fleets. Oh, well, that's different. It's a line. It's a line of ships. But he hasn't evenly spaced them. Guys, he hasn't evenly spaced them.
Yes, sir.
Oh, hey, look, it's the refinery map. Nice. Refinery, of course, being the map used by the tournament. You know, I kind of hope this is something silly like, I don't know, like 7 adamants or something. I mean, it's probably not, but like it would be fun if it was.
So say we all.
Let's see. So I am descending here because his entire stack of ships, or his entire fleet here, is all at the bottom of the deployment zone, which means he probably wants to be under me. So of course I want to make that as difficult for him as possible. No opening torpedoes. 4 squadrons launched. Which is a curious number of squadrons to launch. Of course, he did descend. He does seem to be able to descend as fast as me. Not, or as fast as my lighter ships. Not too terribly surprising, given the number of ships he's got on the board. Yeah, let's see. Of course, this ship came out of line and actually came out in front. So I think what we're gonna do is start
I'm on it, Commander.
bringing these guys forward and see if I can't get out in front of him and let him come into my stack there one at a time. These guys are going to continue descending. Okay, and you got orders and you got orders. Did he? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, they're all 4 still there. So he's got them all defending one target, which of course does let him nicely concentrate. He's losing the neat and tidy line here, which is kind of interesting. I'm guessing he doesn't want to let me get out in front of him. Smart move. Um, so one of the things with the fighters that I don't want to do is I don't want to get them so far above him that they can't really engage pretty quickly either. Oh my lord. How did these two out of it? Alright, well, let's see. Let's get you guys moving.
So say we all.
And then with the time left on the clock, we're gonna bring you guys
Yes, sir.
back in, rejoin those two berserks. Yeah, and so I think what we're gonna do here is rather than trying to go into this, we're just gonna turn right around, just start going the other way. That of course will help keep the range open. Keeping the range open always what you want to do when you've got a strong carrier-based fleet like what I've got here. A couple of new squadrons out, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, still have 4 there. I just saw a couple more. If I'd been paying real close attention, I probably should have, taken notes or whatever on which two these came out of. See if it was the same as these. That would, of course, give me a better idea on what he's got. So that's probably as high as I really want to let him go. Honestly, it's even really a little bit higher than I should. I don't want to switch out which direction I'm going yet. I still got time.
Got it.
I'm going to continue descending with these, though I'm noticing... Is he actually out descending the berserks? I might have to... Whoop. Yeah, that's really as fast as the adamant can descend there. So yeah, carrier plates, you want to keep the range open. Use long range strikes with the fighters. They're of course obviously going to get outgunned by any enemy guns. And there's... that looks a lot like a scorpion. That movement looks a lot like a scorpion. I'm curious to see. But that looked a lot like scorpion movement. So let's... So this turn we're going to go ahead and start doing our turn. If he has something like... Could he have 7? He might have something like 7 Gorgons. That would be interesting. Seven Gorgons, though, I think would leave him with... even with upgrading all the squadrons. That's 14 times 60 points. Yeah, he'd have so many points sitting left over because you can fit 7 Gorgons into a 4K fleet. So I don't think that's what he's got. He's taking a pretty long turn here. I have a feeling this is going to be him making some sort of offensive play. He might also be trying to keep his ships from colliding. These two are, right next to each other. So he's got to be careful to avoid bumping into each other. That's quite the squadron ball he's got. These two are just sitting so perfectly still. If they're not scorpions, I'm going to be pretty surprised. Definitely don't want to run into the rocks. Rocks are bad for starships.
I'm on it, Commander. Yes, Commander.
This is the point at which we make Waggle really sad with how quick our turns are. But honestly, I get so much time to plan the next several turns when my opponent's going so long. It's like I already know what I'm going to do for the next 3 or 4 turns or more. So it doesn't make my turn take as long. Planning ahead helps a lot. And cute puppies are adorable. Hello, Tito. Ten out of 10 would recommend. Have cute puppies. It's important to have cute puppies to help, massage your guilt over sending your fighter pilots off to die en masse. If he's got Viper 2s, he might easily get first blood here this turn. Pardon me while I yawn. Apparently I need a nap. Suppose it is almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That seems like a good nap time. Even really a late nap time, which is probably why I'm yawning. So he moved actually even a little bit further down?
Hostile unit identified.
Oh, interesting. Sweepers? Oh, nice. Okay, so here's what the sweepers get for him. He can drop chaff over, like directly on top. So, does he have debris mine? Not on that one. Does he have debris mines here? No, not there either. And the other thing yes, there we go. Okay, so this is a Celestra, which I kind of had a feeling it was based on its position. We can tell because he's got some extra armor going. Interesting that he put it on the Artemis. I mean, obviously the Artemis is really important, but I don't know. I feel like I probably would have put it on the Adamant. So how do we crack this? I think
Squadron target.
I think we're gonna have the ARPs just kind of sit here looming above until I knock out the 2 sweepers. I'm gonna guess that this is another stack of Adamant Artemis Atlas. I really love that he didn't give away what his fleet was by just putting it in that front line and then, working them into position down the road. So, now he's gonna have, if he does have that, he's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 Viper 2s, same as me. He hasn't already switched his munitions out, which makes me believe he's just probably got 4 guided missiles with 2 reloads. So with him having the same fighter count, I don't really want to engage his fighters without my supports myself, especially because I don't, I don't know where his flak field may come into play.
Yes, sir.
So yeah. And obviously, of course, even just the 4 medium guns on the top of each
Squadron is taking
Atlas, kind of unpleasant. Oh, did I just blap that sweeper out of existence? Oh, I did. Oh, you poor, poor sweeper. So, let's see. I really do kind of want to knock out the Celestra here. He's got enough time, before I can even bring my fleet in to really throw a decent bit of extra armor out, and get good value for the points. So I think I'm going to start sending the ARPs down towards that, and I can always, change my mind about what I want to go with later.
Yes, Commander.
So I should be able to handily outdive him now, because now he's kind of stuck at the dive rate of his Atlas, which should let me get my light stack under his Battlestar artillery, and then he's, my 2 Berserks and 2 Adamants can outgun, or at least be about equal throw weight to what he's got here. Yep, and that's... Ooh. So yeah, nicely played on his part there, doing the chaff. So I think what we're gonna do here is we're gonna...
Yes, Commander.
Missile there, have these guys start shooting at, let's say, this one. And just start painting up some targets. Say there, and you are going to paint, we'll say there. So they should each have a different target getting painted. And then
Confirmed
you
squadron
guys
target.
are going to target that. And so we'll use our ARPs to kind of help win this fighter battle. He obviously got first blood since I was having to chase down the sweeper. But the 3 ARPs is a total of 9 fighter models. Obviously they're not quite as good as a Viper 2, but with the tail guns and my generally higher evasion, because of course I've got 2 of mine are from Berserks, whereas his 2 are in an Artemis. Hopefully that will do enough to offset the differences here. So these guys aren't going to be able to outdive him anyway, so I'm going to boost them to get them up into range faster. And what I'm trying to do here is if I can... I don't actually know that I need... that throwing the ARP missiles at this Atlas is that big a deal, but if I can just shake up his formation, that would be nice. Is this the live one? I am doing this live. This is not the tournament match. My tournament match will be tomorrow at 2 p.m. GMT. No, that's not right. Is it 2 p.m. GMT? Let me think here. Yes, 2 p.m. GMT will be round 1 of the tournament match. Oh yeah, hey, look at that. He is going after ARPs. This is what we needed to see. Okay, so one of the things that we don't want is our fighters down here. So let's bring them back up here out of the flag. That looks good. I should apologize. I haven't been able to get the tutorial streams that I did posted up to YouTube yet. I have been working on them. I started editing them. Just kind of cleaning up some of the live stream aspects out of it. It doesn't necessarily need to be in those. So I should have those updated shortly. Let's see. You are painting something. Your paint doesn't even matter. You're not painting anything. The thing you're painting seems to have died. So go ahead and paint that. And you guys will help shoot at that. There we go. And you know what? Yeah, we'll throw our 2 missiles out just to annoy him. It obviously won't do any real harm, but you know, annoying things is fun.
So say we all.
So obviously I don't want to get my stack too far below. He'll start hitting into the fire control on top. But I do want to make sure that I stay, below the Battlestar Artillery. With how much armor, where has he been putting his armor so far? Really, he's focusing on the 2 Artemis. Which is a very reasonable decision. That's his biggest gun pieces are those 2 Artemis. Given how easy it is to avoid them with my light stack, I probably would have been doing the 2 adamants, just because his adamants are probably his biggest ability to shoot towards downward targets, which I know sounds like a weird thing to say since adamants don't have any bottom guns, but because of their general maneuverability, they can kind of keep targets where they're threatening. So let's see. I have 1, 2, 3. Call it 4 squadrons left. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe he is winning this squadron battle, and that is unpleasant. It's not too terribly surprising. We are fighting right over his medium guns.
Got it.
Of these he has stopped shooting at his
Salvo launch ready.
at the ARPs, which is good. You, rather than painting that one, paint this one because that's what my squadron's shooting at. And he may have outplayed me here. We'll have to see. But he may have outplayed me here. Let's see.
Got it.
Whee! Where are you going? So since I'm already below him and staying there pretty handily, I'm gonna boost here, get into range a little faster. Kind of important to close the range up
Got it.
while I still have fighters tying him down. Tying down his fighters. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh jeez. Oh man, he has won this fighter battle so badly. That's painful how much he has won this fighter battle by. Kind of surprising actually. I mean, the medium guns and the battlestar artillery shouldn't have made that big a difference. I'm a little surprised he's won it by this wide a margin. I think this may have just been a, unlucky roll of the dice here for me. Or perhaps, the little bit of fire from the medium guns on the Atlas combined with, me being down one squadron. Well played to him, for sure. Did they seriously not kill this? Really, guys? That was embarrassing. That is embarrassing. Alright. Nope. 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 Alright.
Got it.
So they're gonna fire at that. And you paint the thing you guys are shooting at. And you... Oops, that was it. There we go. Paint the thing that they're shooting at. Jupiter, go ahead and keep harassing with your 2 missiles. Just... We're so far away. Oh my lord. So I may be committing a grievous error splitting my fleet off like this. But we'll find out. So next turn is the turn I'm gonna have to start being careful and trying to play range advantage with my two berserks there. So this is probably going to be the last turn or two with our fighters on the board. We may last a little bit longer, but it won't be much. He has started diving and leaving his two Atlas behind. Not too terribly surprising there. We are still well out of range and he is running. I think I'm going to give him dive advantage here.
I'm on it, Commander.
And start climbing up to defend against his fighters. Yeah.
Friendly squadron is gone. God damn it, they got me. So say we all.
So we got him down to just 3 squadrons here, which is good. He may manage to get this 4th squadron away. Let's see, those are dead. And the good news here is the squadrons that are in the Atlas, which of course would be the ones that can repair the fastest, are dead as well. And he's got the 1 bird left there. So I'm going to focus fire that. And we're going to bring the adamants back over so that the berserks aren't trying to shoot through the adamants. Obviously they can't do that. And so it would just be painful for everyone. Yeah. Okay, so here's how to defend against squadrons when you have no squadrons. Split up. This lets all of your different ships fire, depending on which of your ships is. Lets all of the ships except the one being targeted actually start shooting to help, which is really important.
I'm on it, Commander.
Obviously, they're still really kind of too far back. Actually, you know what? We're even just going to go ahead and boost with them for one more turn here. Yeah. So you can see there, this was at 29. It's now at 17. That cost him a lot, and that was on a turn he was running away. You know.
So say we all. Got it.
Now, what he did end up getting out of this was he got Dratus locks, which lets him start firing missiles on me. That will be pretty unpleasant here because, of course, he has a lot of missiles. Oh, is he gonna? So it looks like he's returning now. I have. Let's see.
Got it. Yes, sir.
I have a feeling I'm going to really be rather reliant upon how much I can manipulate the slight range advantage that my berserks have.
I'm on it, Commander.
I'm waiting for his. He's got Dratus locks now. I'm really surprised I didn't see any guided missiles coming out of him this last turn here. Especially on the berserks, which kind of awkward to defend them at this moment. I mean, I've got PCMs I can obviously throw out. There they are. Now, and of course he's going to spread them out so that the PCMs are minimally effective. So I want these to just go through the bottom as much as possible. That'll give me the maximum odds at hitting as many missiles as possible with the PCM.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and he is going after both of them separately. So we're gonna bring these guys in tight to each other.
So say we all. So say we all.
And yes. We're just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna just keep harassing. Obviously, I need to kill that anyway. Um, Never hurts to annoy your opponent. There we go. So we got a whole bunch of those missiles. And of course, I had lots of warning that they were coming to throw up a good defensive posture. Oh, except, yeah. So it looks like he's coming in this turn, which, or he's turning into me anyway.
I'm on it, Commander.
He's obviously going to be able to bring more Battlestar artillery to bear than me. Let's not collide with our friends, shall we?
Yes, sir. Got it. Yes, sir.
So if I can actually cross his T and get over onto the right armor, because he's spent so much time armoring up his left, he hasn't touched his right. Though he does have front armor here, and but no front armor here. Adamant's got the left armor. He hasn't touched those. Obviously, it'd be real nice if I can knock out things that have the Vipers currently loaded in them. So he's going to start armoring up this front, because again, that looks like that's where he's going to need it all of a sudden. And of course, he's already got his top armored up if that's what I end up hitting.
Yes, Commander. Yes, Commander. So say we all.
I expect we'll probably see Vipers relaunching this turn. They're all in good health at this point, or good squadron count, or ship count. And this is gonna be the last turn he can really launch them and still have them make a big enough impact on the results of the battle.
So say we all.
I kind of want him to just kind of walk into the range of the berserks. He's already kind of moving. Actually, he's moving pretty much parallel there. So
So say we all.
I actually have to come in and hope he doesn't turn in towards me. He's, of course, sitting on all his guided missiles.
Got it.
Just in case he gets any ideas with these squadrons, I want to kind of keep them suppressed and low health. I really would like to have the two adamants helping shoot, but since I'm out of range of half his ships, I can afford to sacrifice two of my ships not shooting at his capitals. I've got him outgunned, but only by a little bit, and of course with his Celestor still around to help reinforce armor facings, you know, that makes a pretty big difference in terms of how much bang for his buck he can get.
Adamant is taking damage.
He's going to come up from underneath me with these fighters, hitting on a whole different armor facing. I don't have a lot of armor there, but if he wants to use that, I'm going to let him.
Got it. Yes, Commander.
I'm going to dump out one of my PCMs now, just in case he decides to shoot at me.
I'm on it, Commander.
This adamant is probably going to be the first thing to die. Whoops, not this one. This one. So I might as well use the PCMs while I can. Obviously, he's got enough missiles, you know, even if with the PCM intercepting a bunch of them, it's going to do some serious hurt.
Animus is taking damage.
Yep, there's
Missiles
what we expected.
got it. Yes, Commander.
So this is one of those few times I want to go ahead and throw into defensive posture here, just because I want to make sure that he doesn't punch through my armor anyway than he absolutely is going to. Just because, yep, right, all of that fire control damage.
Update. Target acquisition maintained.
That actually got knocked out. Wow.
Yes, sir.
Hanger got knocked out on Berserk. I honestly don't care. I did knock out one of his two Artemis, so that works out. You know, like I'm willing to exchange an Atlas for one of his Artemis. That's totally okay with me.
I'm on it, Commander. Got it.
He's targeting this Artemis or Berserk. Because this range is so short, I'm gonna go ahead and throw full defense. He's gonna stay in the close range bracket, and a lot of times it's not even gonna be able to shoot at this, just because it's probably gonna end up below him. Turning into him will shorten how long each attack strike is going to be, and in the meantime, the two adamants will overwatch and hit these fighters while he's shooting at it. In the meantime, and then this Berserk can continue helping with the actual gunfight using its long range. Not really sure what this lone Atlas is supposed to be doing. Maybe helping harass things and keeping me corralled, but honestly I have so much maneuverability compared to an Atlas. It's not really going to do anything.
Jupiter is taking damage.
You're taking rear armor damage. That's weird. He did shoot all the way through the bottom, and that's going to be painful.
Yes, sir. Yes, Commander.
And of course, we didn't even get all the way through his left armor here. Very well played on his part.
So say we all.
Oh man, we're really leaning on the berserks here, guys.
Battlestar is taking damage.
Goodbye, you brave, brave Jupiter.
Got it. I'm on it, Commander.
So ironically, the biggest threat to me at this point is actually his missiles. Just because my ships are, but I do actually have the PCMs. I don't know. This, if I play this well enough, this still very much could go either way. Oh, these turning that direction helps me so much because it means I can do this and turn the other way. We'll obviously neither of these repairs matters.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, look at those. That's beautiful. Let's crush as many of those as we can.
Deploying countermeasures.
So yeah, those missiles and their ability to catch me is gonna be really painful. Oof. Goodbye, you brave, brave Atlas. Someone has pinged me in general. So yeah, really tearing into this. And we managed. I didn't pay enough attention, but still have rear armor here. So I guess I managed to stop all of the missiles, which is nice.
Got it.
Can't really do anything here. Let's see. Let's stick on that. Looks like he's switched targets here.
Yes, Commander. Yes, Commander.
And we should, at the very least, even if he runs away this turn, be able to get this squadron. He'll be down to his last squadron. Oh, what? Oh, that's the supply raptor. He just switched out one of his guided missile slots.
Berserk is taking damage. So say we all.
Actually, you need to climb. No new missiles coming at me. His Celestra being able to add to his general endurance is going to be really difficult for me to counter. Oh, simple movement order here. That's what's going on. Yeah, that's probably the end of this
Yes, Commander.
squadron, though. Which means he's fresh out. Oh man, look at all that wreckage. That makes me sad, guys. It makes me sad. Oh, this poor, poor Berserk, though. Yeah, we're gonna bring it up. Make him kind of come right into my guns, I think.
Berserk is taking damage.
And there we go. He is out of squadrons. Okay. So now I have to do the painfully delicate operation of using the thin range advantage I have on the two Berserks, one of which is now nearly dead. With only, less than 40 points really of armor, or of health remaining in all practical senses. Oh, and of course it has left armor, whereas this one has right armor. I fortunately do have a decent number of PCMs.
Yes, Commander.
And of course this guy is out as well. Alright, so the good news is I can group up my fleet and try and kind of pick away at the edges.
Subsystems back online.
Alright. And honestly, these two Atomists and Artemis alone are such a big threat. And of course, he's still got the two Atlas. I think if we can, we're going to approach from below him. So let's start descending now.
Yes, Commander. So say we all.
You still have some top armor. You have top armor. Our top armor is actually overall in pretty good shape, which is nice. Top armor on this is pretty beat up. He's climbing, I'm descending. Of course, he needs to keep this below me, but of course I'm going to be able to outdive him. He wants to play for range at this point,
I'm on it, Commander.
because of course he has missile advantage.
System repairs underway.
That repair obviously still doesn't matter. I'm going to be able to outdive the Artemis, though. I don't really know what I feel like charging in at me is probably the right way to go. He does outgun me, but he also out-missiles me. I suppose doing... Probably I'd be trickling missiles out one at a time.
Subsystem repairs are complete.
Just to wear my PCMs down, but and you know, of course, any, you know, 2 missiles getting past the PCMs is still a pretty annoying thing to have happen.
Got it. Got it.
I don't want to engage until I am, you know, below the Artemis, below its ability to shoot its Battlestar artillery at me. If I can do that, I will outgun him, because he'll have 2 adamants to my 2 adamants. Then he'll have the 2 Atlas have 4 medium guns, which is less than what I get on a single Berserk, which has 5. And of course the Berserk has longer range than the Atlas. The PDCs on the Artemis still pretty scary, and of course it has a couple of heavy guns as well. So part of the kicker, of course, here is we've been descending quite a bit this whole match. Like you can see, there's the PCM I fired way at the beginning of the game. So we're way below the map center point. And hitting the bottom of the map is to his advantage. So... Yes. I'm going to turn and face with my left side now. Because we're starting to get to that point. And of course, you know, shooting from out of his range is ideal. But I don't have to be out of his gun arc to shoot out of his range. Or to shoot from outside of his range. So you can actually afford to come up further so that this guy can make a fully tight turn. Oh, but of course that, like that. Will that work? That will work. Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm on it, Commander. Yes, Commander.
All right. So I'm thinking next turn I'll start range dancing with my 2 Berserks here. while the two adamants look on and provide. Alright, so he's figured out he needs to fire just like one set of missiles at a time here. So we're gonna... What I want to do is I want to have it so that we just get the edge here, and that will maximize the number of these that I knock down by maximizing how much of this outer bubble it has to go through. Because reducing it by even one extra missile, knocking out 3 instead of 2 is going to be a pretty big deal.
I'm on it, Commander.
And you know what? We're gonna sacrifice some of the rear armor. Rear armor, really rather valuable, but I have a feeling I'm gonna end up actually taking more hits on the left.
Yes, sir. Yes, Commander.
And just so I can start getting an idea here. You guys actually... There we go, got all 4. Brilliant. Okay, so I think now's when we start pummeling him.
Got it. So say we all.
And and the trick here is to very carefully get it so that as few of his ships are in range at a time as possible. Celestra is on his last 30 armor plating. Yeah.
Firing solutions
Yeah.
online. Keep your target locked and watch for clearance.
Oh, that's interesting.
Firing on target.
So, the PDCs on his ship are actually out of range to be able to hit me. And he's actually only firing one of his 2 heavy guns. Like, that's how much right on the edge of this range bracket we are. That's brilliant. So, I pretty much want to head straight away from him and do my best to stay in this very delicate range bracket.
I'm on it, Commander.
Oh, this one rock here is gonna be annoying next turn, I feel like. But that's okay. We'll even
Yes, sir.
actually just come in a little bit further here. And I'm surprised I'm not seeing more of his missiles coming out at me. But, I'm happy to take additional turns where I can reload with my PCM there. Oh, hey, look at that. That's in range. Guess he was... Oh man, look at that getting chewed up though.
Facilities taking damage.
Poor Berserk here, getting shot up. That's less than pleasant. We don't have that. That's still reloading, so we're gonna have to fire this one. Again, we wanna try and just get the edge of the range there. Probably gonna end up going off early. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't even get like any of those, but we'll see.
Yes, sir. Yes, Commander.
That's enough to be threatening, and you're actually out of arc anyway, so we're just gonna go ahead and throw this full defensive. And ooh, I wonder if I can even get it. A bunch of these missiles to hit that rock. That would be brilliant. So we get that entire first salvo. Can we get any of these to hit the rock? Nope, none of them.
Shot by point 1-5. Fire.
So this guy's getting beat up. I really can't afford to sacrifice it. So I'm gonna just turn it
Yes,
away.
Commander.
This is actually gonna die. Oh, well, actually, if you're gonna just straight up die for me, then we're not even gonna bother doing that. We're just gonna shoot.
Yes, sir.
So this thing's, you know, completely out of armor, which is why he's pretty much just charging it in. I'm trying to get as many hits with it while it's still alive. There we go. Okay, so... Oof. That was painful. Alright. So I think the next thing to pick on is going to be his two adamants, since they're his fastest remaining ships, and you know we're already so far below these two Atlas. They're only they're going to have a hard time engaging at all. So I'm going to start by switching sides here. Obviously, right armor in bad shape on both of these two, but this guy is at such low health here. Wow, you really... Yeah, we're not gonna shoot that. We're gonna shoot this first. So that actually took out a handy number of his guided missiles too, shooting that down, which is nice. So if I were him, I'd be bringing these ships to all be on the same plane. But while they're not,
So say we all.
let's take advantage of that.
So say we all. Yes, sir.
So again, as much as possible, we want to advance very slowly in case he just turns straight in on me. It looks like he might actually be good at just... If I were him, I'd probably just try and come straight over the top of me with the Atlas, just to force me to do something to react to him. I don't know. He's got 8 and 12, that's full 20. He's got 2 full stacks of guided missiles plus a little. I've got 9 PCMs left. Got enough PCMs to have at least 1 PCM for every guided missile he throws at me. And of course, at this point, you know, my PCMs have the same rate of fire as his guided missiles. I'd probably still throw them out because, you know, use them or lose them. There we go. Speaking of, now I probably would have spread those out. Let's see, can we do something like this? These guys, full defensive.
Yes, sir.
You have rear armor. You have top armor. You don't have right hand armor. Go ahead, make that turn. This guy also, same way. Let's do this.
Yes, sir.
Like so. You guys, let's not break formation too badly.
Deploying countermeasures.
Let's see how that works out for us.
Missiles incoming.
Oh, that is so far behind. That's... Ooh.
Zerk is taking damage.
Actually... Alright, that could have gone way worse. We did take damage, but not nearly as much as that could have been. Hmm. I think we're gonna have to take care of these 2 Atlas first.
Yes, sir. I'm on it, Commander.
And the reason I say I think we're going to take care of these 2 Atlas first is I think, aside from the fact that he's got them kind of out of position at the moment, they're right-hand side onto me, which means I can potentially knock out their fire control. Which would be nice. But also with them sitting above and in front of the adamants, engaging the adamants puts the Atlas above me, where they can knock out my fire control, which would be bad. You're actually gonna come over here.
So say we all.
Like so. Oh no, he's in range. Oh no, oh no. Ah, goodbye, Berserk. Alright, well, I mean, that's exactly what he needed to do.
I'm on it, Commander.
And
Yes, sir.
let's see. Oh, and of course you have no right armor left.
Yes, Commander.
Does that work? That looks like that'll work. Great.
System repairs underway.
His Atlas, of course, has the advantage of, since they're top-bottom guns, they can shoot at me not on broadside, which is pretty nice.
I'm on it, Commander. I'm on it, Commander.
Oh, that's why. Haha. That was almost a big mistake there.
I'm on it, Commander. So say we all. Yes, Commander.
One of the things I need to be careful about is he is kind of rushing in with these two adamants. I need to make sure that they don't catch me.
I'm on it, Commander. I'm on it, Commander.
This battle is getting to be so much work, guys. I'm having to fight for every last little scrap of damage. Of course, I'm making him do the same thing of fighting for every last little scrap of damage. See, throwing some more on the right, on the left, on the left. He still has 16 guided missiles sitting on that.
I'm on it, Commander.
I'm not even gonna set a focus fire for him, just because
Got it.
honestly, just let them shoot it, whatever happens to wander into range. They'll still shoot at anything, at other things that are in range besides their focus fire, if their focus fire isn't in range. But I will lose accuracy, so... So one of my few actual advantages here is, of course, he's trying to chase me, and Adamants have very little armor on front and no front guns. Of course, as you can see, they can stray towards me pretty well, so there's that. There we go. Getting a few hits in there, which is good. On his left armor, which I just realized he has comparatively little of. However, I have also very little of, and we're engaging on our left, so we're gonna turn around here. Oh, actually, no, we're not. We're just gonna keep doing this run. Because we're actually getting towards the map edge. He's chasing us towards the map edge. We've like completely switched positions here. He is right though, this is taking a long time.
So say we all. So say we all.
I'm not really sure why he decided to abandon turning in on me there. But I will take being able to get off the map edge.
I'm on it, Commander. I'm on it, Commander.
Just 2 missiles. There you go. That's how you do it. I'm gonna have to treat that with a PCM, of course. Unless I want to try and get this to hit rear armor instead. This is gonna be a heck of a gamble, guys.
Got it.
The weird thing, The not weird. The obnoxious thing, of course, is that forces me to turn the berserk away instead of being to continue to advance with it and get closer to the range needed to engage. I guess what we could do is rather than doing
Come on,
that, we
Commander.
could just come up to here. Let that turn come out. Not lose as much distance. Hopefully we're able to get not that left armor exposed. Bottom. I'm okay with that.
Yes, sir.
And again, just 2 missiles. I'll just go ahead and soak the hits rather than wasting PCMs. I can actually boost towards him. Let's boost towards him, see if we can't knock out
Commander.
a navigation next turn.
Got it. Yes, sir.
It's down to the last 2 missiles on that stack. Can I get it? There we go. Getting some hits in. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Look at it drop. Look at it drop. That was beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just intercept those.
Yes, sir.
So it looks like he escaped range pretty effectively there. Probably should have gone for an interception like more around here. I may actually end up letting those get through here. Hopefully not.
Missiles incoming.
Yep, got them both. Oh, hey, and look at that. We caught back up to him. Of course, the downside of that is the adamants don't actually outrange him. And so he's able to shoot back. And of course, he has heavier guns. The good news is adamants are a small enough target. He's not going to hit me very effectively, especially at this range.
So say we all. Yes, sir. Missiles incoming.
Oh, he did manage to get his adamants into range though. That is painful. If I can actually pick off an adamant here, especially one that still has some missiles on it, that would be nice.
Yes, Commander.
If we can go all the way through this top armor and knock out his fire control, I would be very okay with that.
Adamant is taking damage.
So I've effectively neutered this one adamant here, by knocking out the fire control, which is nice. So we're gonna let the Berserk try and knock out the fire control on this other one, while these two, it's really mostly this one, tries to finish this adamant off. And we're gonna just go ahead and
Yes,
drop
sir.
down a PCM while we can, because this adamant probably yeah.
Lost an adamant, sir.
We did lose an adamant there, but he did as well. And if I can knock that out, he's down to his last adamant here. He's down to just the 2 Atlas, and I should be able to, at some point, pick them off. And then we can finally end the stream, because this has gone really long.
Missiles incoming.
Oh, look at that. That was beautiful.
Adamant is taking damage.
He's, of course, retreating the adamant back so that the Atlas can get into range.
Yes, Commander.
I'd like to chase that, but honestly, I can't afford to. See, he is still shooting. Cool. I'm going to leave the focus fire and just take the accuracy penalty against the Atlas. Um, this is honestly the scarier thing.
Incoming.
Now it's a lot
Adamant is
less
taking
scary
damage.
because we managed to get in a decent bit of damage there.
I'm on it, Commander.
This one, of course, has no top armor, so I'm going to take advantage of that with my Berserk's current height and start trying to get some direct hull damage. And this one has no right hand armor.
Adamant is taking damage.
Definitely the Berserk really showing what it's made of here. I am unfortunately down to my last 2 PCMs, and of course he still has 20 missiles left. It would be interesting to try and climb up there to get some use out of that last one, but I don't foresee that happening. Um, 20 missiles minus 4 missiles, 16 missiles, like 5 points of damage each. It's enough to kill this Berserk. I'd be dumping missiles at this 2 at a time till I get rid of the PCMs, but yeah. As much as I'd like to hit him from above and keep knocking out the top armor,
I'm on it, Commander.
honestly, can't afford to let him get so far below me that he's out of arc. And of course I have less bottom armor than I do top, so don't necessarily want to sacrifice that. 3 missiles, that's a defensive posture launch. Again, of course, I still have to respond to it with one of my last 2 PCMs. I do want to try and make sure that I can catch all 3 here, so again, we're just gonna try and get those missiles to hit just the edge of the range there.
Got it.
Uh-oh. Oh, those... actually, I just barely missed it. That's actually gonna penalize me pretty heavily here.
I'm on it, Commander. Adamant is taking damage. Berserk is taking damage.
Uh-oh, our Berserker is in range. Oh, though only barely. So yeah, turning away, definitely the right thing to do, that turn there. think he's figured out, though he may be well be listening to the stream. He's figured out that he's got enough missiles he can just pick off that berserk now, which is why the Atlas are just chasing me away from him. Full 4-missile launch. We're gonna be cheeky here, if I can manage it.
Yes, Commander. Missiles incoming.
Now, of course, I could launch my PCM this turn and get all 4, but I'm in a fairly good position to catch these missiles on... Oh, actually, they'll all hit my rear armor, and I don't have enough rear armor to absorb
I'm
all
on
4.
it, Commander.
All right. Of course, he's still got those 12 missiles.
So say we all. Yes, sir. I'm on it, Commander.
We're really trying to get the most out of every last little bit of hit points we got. Oh no.
Zerg is taking
Ooh,
damage.
ooh. Oh, we're in range. No! Didn't even catch the missile. Alright, well. That's a good game, folks. Obviously, my adamant that's severely damaged is not going to be able to kill his adamant that, you know, as damaged as it is, has extra armor on the right-hand side. Missiles reloading it now with these two Atlas. Yeah.
So say we all.
That ends that, folks. It was a close match. Yeah, that was... It's really difficult to play
Landing is
those
taking
range
a pounding,
matches.
sir.
He really shouldn't engage me on his right side, though. Well, if he's going to, I'm going to take advantage of it.
Adamant is taking damage.
I don't think we can take much more of this.
So say we all. Adamant is taking damage.
There she goes. Alright, thank you again, everyone, for joining me. That was longer than I intended. That was awesome. Let's watch the replay there while I talk. Where was I going with this? Oh, yep, I'm Sergeant Z-Dog. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. If you like seeing Battlestar Galactica Deadlock, throw me a follow. If you would like to see something besides Battlestar Galactica Deadlock, drop me something in the suggestion box there. Like, nobody uses it. It's very sad. If you would like a copy of the Resurrection DLC key, be the first one to answer the question. What was the fleet that won the first tournament? If you don't know the answer, as many people don't, ask in the Battlestar Galactica Deadlock Discord. Let me go ahead and drop a link real quick for that for you guys. There we go. It's even still in my cut and paste history. So come on, join us in there. That is the official Battlestar Galactica Deadlock Discord. You can catch me doing the first round of the finals tomorrow at 2 p.m. GMT. That'll be 8 a.m. my time, US Central. Then Wednesday at the same time, 8 a.m. U.S. Central or 2 p.m. GMT will be the second round of the finals for the Battlestar Galactica Deadlock tournament. And my matches will be against Robot Penguin.
Not today.
And then if there's a third round, that will be during Slytherin Group's all-day stream. Our time slot for that is an hour earlier, so that's going to be at 3. I'm sorry, not 3. An hour earlier. 1 p.m. my GMT, 7 a.m. my time, U.S. Central. Let's see, besides that, I should hopefully be able to stream this coming Saturday. I apologize I wasn't able to stream this past Saturday. Yeah, keep an eye out. Friday at 6 p.m. GMT, noon U.S. Central, I should have the next tutorial stream. We will be going over Cylon ships in detail. Let's see. I think that's everything. I'm coming. Thank you again, everyone, for joining me. My name's Sergeant Z-Dog. Throw me a follow. Throw me a suggestion if you'd like to see something else. I look forward to seeing you guys next time.